not dates. Is that what they call them?
Exactly, not dates. Think cheesy holiday markets, grand over...
Welcome to this deep dive. Today, we're getting into Erin Connor's novel, Unromance.
Yeah, we're using the book itself to explore this story. It's one that really plays with the usual romance rules.
Absolutely. Kind of flips the script, doesn't it? Sets up this anti-romance thing.
Exactly. So it's set in contemporary Chicago. We meet Sawyer Green. She used to be a big deal romance novelist, bestseller list and all that.
Right, but
Now she's struggling. Big time. Writer's block, plus she just broke up with her girlfriend, so she's nursing a broken heart.
Okay, got it. And then there's the other half of this equation.
That would be Mason West. He's this super charming TV actor, you know the type. Total heartthrob.
Let me guess, also heartbroken.
You got it. Freshly dumped and just completely over the idea of falling in love. Doesn't want anyone to do with it.
So not exactly the typical start for a romance novel, more like the opposite.
Precisely. And their first meeting, pure rom-com gold. Almost ironically, they get stuck in an elevator together.
Okay, classic. But from that awkward start, they hatch this unusual plan.
Yeah, a pact. It's pretty unconventional. Sawyer agrees she'll help Mason basically ruin romance for himself.
Ruin romance? How?
So, like taking him through all the cliches,
Yeah.
showing him how manufactured it can all be, maybe, so he can, I guess, become immune.
Okay. And what does she get out of this?
Mason promises to help her break her writer's block. Maybe give her some real-life material, you know?
Interesting. But there are rules, right? I remember reading that.
Oh yeah, two very important rules. Rule 1, absolutely no sex.
None.
Rule 2, no falling in love. Definitely no catching feelings.
Seems doomed to fail. But simple on the surface, I guess.
Well, yeah. But that's where Connor really has fun with it. This whole setup lets them play with all those tropes intentionally.
Oh, so they go on these not dates. Is that what they call them?
Exactly, not dates. Think cheesy holiday markets, grand over-the-top gestures, all that stuff. But they're doing it with this like self-aware humor.
A knowing wink, you said. Like they're in on the joke.
Totally. The book is full of these meta references to romance novels, rom-coms. It's quite funny, especially if you know the genre.
I bet. Sounds like it's poking fun, but maybe affectionately.
Yeah.
But, okay, they're doing all this romance stuff, even ironically. Doesn't that, like, start to blur the lines?
Absolutely it does. That's the core tension, isn't it? All that witty banter and forced proximity. Chemistry starts bubbling up, despite the rules.
The no catching feelings rule starts to look a bit shaky.
Definitely. And you see Sawyer really grappling with her past relationships. She's hesitant, you know, afraid to trust or open up again. It adds this layer of real emotional weight.
Makes sense. And what about Mason? He's the charming actor who falls in love easily, apparently.
Yeah, that's his fear. He falls too fast, maybe not genuinely. He seems to want something more authentic than his public persona or these easy relationships he keeps having. This whole pact is almost his weird way of trying to find something real by paradoxically trying to ruin the fantasy.
So it's not just laps and trope flipping then. It actually gets into some deeper stuff.
For sure. It uses this this anti-romance frame to explore things like healing, vulnerability, what it takes to build a real connection after you've been hurt.
That sounds pretty compelling, actually. More than just a gimmick.
It is. And something else the sources highlighted was the representation. Sawyer's bisexual, which is handled thoughtfully, apparently.
Oh, that's great to see.
Yeah, and there's a diverse cast of supporting characters, too. It feels very contemporary in that sense, updating the genre.
So overall, it sounds like Unromance manages to be funny and clever, poking fun at romance convention.
While also delivering genuine emotion and exploring character depth that celebrates the genre while also, you know, gently mocking it. A nice balance.
So wrapping up our deep dive into Unromance, it really seems Erin Connor took a familiar setup and twisted it. This ruined romance pack becomes a vehicle for humor, meta-commentary, but also a surprisingly heartfelt look at love, trust, and healing.
It really does. Which leaves us with something to think about, maybe for you listening. How does this idea of deliberately messing with romance tropes reflect our own expectations? You know, the ones shaped by all the books and movies.
Yeah. Does that central idea resonate? This attempt to kind of deconstruct romance, to find something authentic underneath.
Yeah.
What does that say about how we think about love stories or even love itself?
Something to chew on.
Grab Unromance by Erin Connor, now on sale for $16.73. Don't miss this chance to build good habit and achieve remarkable results. Buy now, today.
Like and subscribe for more Bookhaven podcasts.